30 is gonna spin. Watch this. Let's go. Today, this drive is one of my favorite drives around here. It is mostly residential. I know that a lot of you guys like to see the highway pulls and all that stuff, but this is really where, in my opinion, this car shines. This is where I get to enjoy the car for the purpose that I built it for, which is basically to romp around back roads and have a blast. You know, like, sure, doing 100-mile-an-hour pull is fun, but you know, that can get old after a while. Oh, I probably should have romped it on, you know, while I was going under that overpass. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in 6 because, well, that's a typical view of a 350Z up on jacks. Today I want to talk to you about a few things, really just a few things that came up. Number one, I posted a picture on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. At Reese's Cars, there's an underscore in there, but there we go, that's better. Put it back in 6. So the post that I put on Instagram sometime last week or the weekend, I can't remember at this point, I posted about a K20Z3 head that I picked up a few weeks ago from some local guy that I found here. This is just dumb. Why do people do that? Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off, but I don't have the intention to go quick. If I get another one of those dotted lines, I'm gonna pass this SOB. But yeah, so the K20Z3 head, if you don't know already, is the head from an 8th gen Civic Si, and that is a 4-port head, which should be made to a true header and flows much better than the K24Z7 head. Now, you're lucky. What I plan to do with that head is pretty obvious. I'm gonna take off the K24Z7 head and I'm gonna go ahead and do the head swap. I'm not doing this overnight, guys. I did that with the engine build, and that was really very tough. We were all really exhausted after that, to the point where like the car was ready to be like taken around the block, around the corner, and we weren't gonna do it. We didn't do it. I just said, Jose, let's just call it a night. See, am I going left here? Yeah, I'm going left. Sweet. Open road. So we didn't do any of that. We didn't do the drive. We didn't do the testing. I was like, dude, the car's done. I can take it from here. The K20Z3 head, I am going to be more methodical about it. I don't plan on having it ready till sometime next year after the winter, and I don't want to work on it on cold nights in the garage, and I also want to just enjoy the car. It spent a lot of time last year being down, and I think for the most part I want to get everything ready to be done in just about 3 days or 4. 3 days. That's more than fair. And what that means is basically I have to get a header that will be either modified or made to fit our cars and our exhaust. My shifting sucks right now. I don't want to give this lady a chance, or anybody a chance to BS here. Back to 6. Back to talk. When I'm in 6, I'm just talking to you guys. 5th, maybe passing some people. So the K20Z3 head is really just going to be done slow and low. And what I mean by that is I want to take the time to make quality documentation, quality videos. I will try to make a video next week or this weekend of the disassembly of the head. I have the complete head with all the rocker assembly, all the cams are completely intact, the sensors are there. Oh man, I would have loved this corner by myself. So I'll make a bit of the tear down, and I will go ahead and share that with you guys. So another thing that I got in the works, man, this would have been a really awesome twisty to have by myself. Another thing I want to share with you guys is there's a guy near me. He's up here in Connecticut. I don't know exactly where. Oh, she didn't even stop at the line. What a scumbag. People really, I don't know. People piss me off on the roads around here. But yeah, so there's a guy around here in my area that has a lot of experience with the Craftsworks kits. He mostly builds, what does he build? He's building mostly 8th gen Civics these days. He does 9th gens too, but he personally owns a beast of a build. It's a blue car, blue 8th gen. I think he custom painted or custom wrapped, I'm not sure. But man, it's crowded today. I should have done this at some other point. I thought it was a girl driving us, so it turns out the dude. Never know these days. So his car actually makes a lot more power than mine. It makes 490 wheel horsepower or something like that. Now I do think I am going to I'm gonna lose that race, but that's okay. I really want to see what the difference is between the two cars. The way the Craftworks makes power is completely different than the way the Merc Racing kit makes power. The Merc Racing kit is more immediate, it's more, you know, instantaneous. Like this, I'm in 5th and I'm just like catching up to whoever I want to. I don't have to downshift to do that. At 2,000 RPMs. 2,000 RPMs! So that's what I love about it, and this drive hopefully, oh man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this on the turnaround. This drive hopefully shows you guys why I chose what I chose. Yes, the gearing is very short, but on this back road, the twisties, this is perfect. This is just perfect. I think the Subaru's trying to have some fun too. Oh, look at that view. This is my. Look at that view. The view. The view. That's probably blinding you guys with this camera. That is a very nice view. Quiet the car down because we're not going anywhere. So yeah, so I'm gonna set up a demo date between me and him. Really cool guy. He's I think from El Salvador. He gets me tripping because he always posts pictures on Instagram or videos of him listening to like Dominican music, and I'm like, oh dude, you must be Dominican. He's like, nah bro, I just listen to everything. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Oh man, look at that. Some of these roads are just amazing. I think I'm just gonna turn around. I was gonna go some other route, but I really feel like I need to do that road some service. Because it was crowded on the way up here. It's usually deserted. I got a thumbs up from a Subaru. That's awesome. Yep, I'm gonna turn around. Turn around, turn around, turn around. That's how you bust a Yui. There we go. I'm gonna respect the residents around here because that's just what you do. But going downhill is just a whole nother level. There's that view again. That's why this is one of my favorite drives around here. Those two twisties right there, they do it all for me. And I don't have to go crazy. I don't have to go crazy to feel like I'm going fast. Just kiss the red line in fourth gear. Kiss the red line in fourth. So yeah, so if you're a fan of the channel, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over there. What are some things that I really must do to get the head swap done and get it done properly? The two biggest issues for the head swap is, number one, you have to weld the corner, whatever, one of the corners on the heads, you have to add some material, weld it so that it seals better on the gasket. This way oil doesn't have the potential to drip or leak from the gasket or from the head. Now, I have seen videos that show that this isn't really all that necessary, because you know what? That's a very low pressure port that just really returns oil. And where that corner is, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, corner. Speaking of corners. Because these are houses and they can call cops. So right where that corner is, it's a weak spot, I guess. It doesn't pair to the gasket perfectly. And like I said, I saw some videos that show that this isn't really all that needed, but it's a $200 modification on something that really costs roughly around $2 to $3 grand to do, depending on whether you're doing it by yourself or whatever. So when you're spending that much, like, why would you try to shave a measly $200 when you can just get it done and it's a peace of mind? To me, it's a no-brainer. So I'm gonna go ahead and have the head sent out, get it welded, and not think about it. You see me going to third a lot. It's because first is snappy like this. Now, the last one, or not, the second most cumbersome one, is the header. Now, thanks to some guys, I don't want to say their name yet because I don't want to blow anybody up. Thanks to some guys that I talked to, there's a company out there that actually makes a header precisely for a 9th gen K20 head swap. I'm gonna message them. It is a very expensive header. This is probably the most expensive header I've seen for a Honda by far. I think it's like close to $2 grand. Let's not miss this light. But it's, from what I hear, it's the best quality that's out there. It's the best quality header. Now, is it worth it? It depends on you. You could go with a Skunk 2 header and modify that. You can go with almost any 8th gen header, but you have to make some modifications. Aside from that, I do have a trip planned out sometime later this year. I don't know exactly when. It really depends on a large number of things. I'm supposed to do a review on an aerial atom. The customer just got his supercharger kit from Merc Racing after, you know, a long time of waiting, but he seems to be in the works, getting it installed and everything, getting everything fitted. And I've never driven an aerial atom, but ever since it was reviewed on Top Gear that it was a car that was made to go fast. How about a pull? Let's wait. That's a school. That's a school right there. Yep. I don't want to get myself in trouble. Like I said before, I am a responsible human being. Yeah, that's an elementary school. They don't like people flying by at 100. But maybe now. No, that's whack. We gotta do third. Third is gonna spin. Watch this. That wasn't so bad. Spins, but it wasn't so bad. Oh, look at the Z. The Z. Kind of want to hear the exhaust. Let's crack a window. That sounded pretty good. This exhaust does sound good, not always, but it sounds really good when you're in it. So back to the aerial atom. The aerial atom it's an opportunity that I cannot pass up. Unfortunately, he's all the way in the West Coast, and I kind of have to wait until, I know I gotta wait it out until, number one, things normalized in the world. Number two, I really also am looking for, I gotta let him finish his build. I gotta, so I don't think that's gonna happen until about this summer, and that's all right. I'm not in any particular rush. If you are in the area, if you're in like the New York area and you got a car you want me to check out, go ahead, find me on Instagram, shoot me a DM, and we'll figure that out, okay? By the way, this shifter though, still loving it. I'm actually out here trying to do a quick data log because there's an issue that I'm having. So there's a BRZ behind me, and I always assume that when there's a car like a BRZ or something like that, they always want to race, but I don't think the guy has any interest right now in racing me right now. When it's a bright orange Civic, everybody should want to race a bright orange Civic. This X5 should want to race a bright orange Civic. I'm data logging, and I got to do a pull. My tank is sort of at a quarter or less, and that's sort of where I'm having some issues. And we thought it was a fuel return. I replaced a fuel pump. It's gotten better. My tuner sent me a revision. It got way better. But I want to make sure the issue has been nipped in the bud by now. Yep, so my issue's there. Whenever I get to this level of gas, which I never push the car hard when I'm this low, the car likes to lean out. So there is an issue with either fuel flow or I don't know what, but it's unable to maintain fuel pressure when the car is low on gas. So I'm gonna go fill it up, treat the car like I should, and I'm gonna end it there, guys. If you like the video, if you like the channel, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Come back for more. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys the next time around.